Bridgegate, the scandal, continues to develop. We knew as soon as it turned out that it was political vengeance that caused those lanes of the Fort Lee Bridge to be shut down, that there would eventually be a lawsuit. That lawsuit is now developing. At least 6 people are going to be involved in what will eventually be a class action lawsuit. Lawyer Rosemary Arnold says that now that they know that it was deliberate actions that caused those lanes to be shut down, they're going to be suing over, let's see, they say some were late for work and one suffered a panic attack. I imagine they'll probably try to get the family of the 91-year-old woman who died involved, because that's a much more significant claim that they have. But I imagine that a lot of people are going to want to get involved in this. I don't know how you prove that you were on that bridge during this time, but this could actually be significantly more important in terms of doing some damage to Chris Christie than just the fact that it seems petty.
If it goes forward, they can subpoena. I mean, that's really what it is. I mean, assuming that there's an investigation by the U.S. attorney, that would have taken care of it. But if there isn't, if the federal government shows a lack of interest in pursuing this by itself could perhaps force the Christie administration to release information that they are not interested in releasing.
Which seems like all information.
Yeah, which seems like information.
Which is information. First of all, Bridgegate.
The worst.
Bridgegazi was funny.
Oh, like it.
And also it eclipsed that moment of Gatesgate, which we'd all been waiting for.
Yeah,
you know, there's that moment. He writes a book, he complains about the president and Biden. We have an opportunity for Gatesgate, and then all of a sudden Chris Christie happens.
Ducey was not happy about that.
No,
he complained on the show.
Was he? Yeah.
Yes.
That, oh God, we're not going to get to talk about how awful Obama is and how much he hates the soldiers. No, you had it for a day, that's more than
There's
enough.
some great stories in history that have gotten eclipsed by huge stories, and some people have been saved from it. Gary Condit, you'll remember, the congressman and the Chandelier. It was towards it was the summer of 2001 that all that was happening, and then September 11th, 2001, and Gary Condit was about the only person
Nobody
smiling.
cared if you killed an intern.
Right, exactly. Nobody cared at that point. The only person happy on 9/11. But yeah, I think that Ben's right. I mean, the more you see this in court, the more that what the cases do is they drag out something that people generally want. You know, in order to have it dragged out, it keeps people's interest.
And this is going to could turn into a class action lawsuit, suggesting that many in New Jersey are very unhappy. I don't know if you guys read the letters in the paper today, but Mr. Richard Feder from Fort Lee, New Jersey.
Can I talk about that?
Yeah.
I tweeted the other day.
I'm sure. There's no way you didn't.
Twice. Once I tweeted, and you'll bear with me because I know you're eager to speak, but you have 300,000 people listen to you. I'm waiting to hear what Mr. Richard Feder has to say about this. Now, do you know who Richard Feder is?
No.
From Fort Lee, New Jersey? All right, so nobody else did apparently either. And then I tweeted it again because I had such a good time with it, waiting to hear what Mr. Richard Feder has to say about this.
Dick Feder?
Hashtag Roseanne Dana.
Did that do it?
That was the person who wrote all the letters to Roseanne Dana in the early days.
A
Mr. from Fort Lee, New Jersey. Right.
It says, "Dear Roseanne Dana."
And then I tweeted, Port LY, New Jersey. Port Lee, New Jersey. When thank you.